This is Howard Eno bringing you some of the neatest kids on today's music beat, right here on Neat Beat America. Today's guest comes from the city that never sleeps. Welcome New York City's pride and joy, Nita Jefferson. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
Nita, tell us about your family.
I hardly know where to start. They're the most wonderful, loving people you'd ever want to meet. My dad's a physical education teacher at my school and an amazing runner. Every year he competes in the New York Marathon and finishes in the top 20 in his age group. I want to be like him.
So you're an athlete?
You must be kidding. I tried running with my dad one day. I got about 3 blocks from the house before he had to carry me on his back the rest of the way. I was exhausted by the time we got home, and he barely started to breathe hard. My mom just laughed and suggested I spend the rest of the morning with her in the kitchen.
What's your mom like?
We are talking about the most incredible cook in New York City. She can do it all. Italian, Mexican, Chinese, French. People are always asking her to help with special meals, and she hardly ever looks at a recipe. I want to be just like her too.
I see. Then you're a budding chef.
Not even close. When we went to the kitchen together, she asked if I'd like to make something. I was excited, but I didn't want to follow a recipe, so I decided to make my own dish. I mixed a whole bag of chocolate chips, a bunch of ginger. Actually, the lid came off, so it was nearly the whole container. Some milk, flour, sugar, and a big glass of vanilla. I put it into the oven and waited, and waited, and waited.
Well, what happened?
It never got hard. So we put it in a pitcher and poured ourselves 2 glasses. I called it my chocolate chip spice drink.
And how was it?
Disgusting. Mom kindly placed the pitcher in the fridge for me to have some whenever I felt the urge. But the only urge I had was to find something else to do. I went up to Grandma Iris's room. It's more like an artist studio than a bedroom, really. She does paintings for the library and for special exhibits by local artists.
Let me guess. You want to be like her too?
Of course. She invited me in, handed me one of Dad's old shirts, a brush, and a canvas. I'd never done this kind of painting, so she suggested I paint a portrait.
Who did you paint?
Myself. I was supposed to paint a picture of my grandmother, but after 15 minutes it was clear to both of us that I was getting more paint on myself and the old shirt than on the canvas. So we hung the shirt on the wall and called it Nita, a self-portrait.
Okay, now I'm confused. Your dad's an athlete, your mom's a great cook, and your grandmother is an accomplished artist. You say you want to be like them, but you can't run, can't cook, and can't paint, at least on the canvas. How do you expect to be like them?
Well, all 3 of them have one thing in common. They love Jesus with all their hearts and want to be like him. They run, cook, and paint with a heart to please the Lord. Whether they help kids learn how to stay strong and healthy, or feed people, making them feel special and loved, or create art that reminds us of the beauty of everything God's made. They're showing their gratitude to God for Jesus and his great kindness toward them.
So when you say you want to be like them, you're really saying you want to be like Jesus.
Exactly. God made me for a purpose. I love singing, and people love to listen. When I sing, I want people to be thinking about God, not about me. I'm glad God gave me the ability to make music, but it's a gift I want to spend my life giving back to him.
Why don't you sing for us now? Let's give a warm round of applause for Nita Jefferson. I'm Howard Eno for Neat Beat America. See you soon.